Hello, Symbionic here. So I thought I'd start this video by showcasing to you guys how bad of a builder I actually am. So this is one of the builds I did for a save, which I actually haven't played in quite a while, and you can already tell how bad it is. For a start, it hasn't got a roof. That's mainly because I don't really know how to do roofs properly. They always end up looking bad, so I decided not to do one. And as you can already tell, the outside is quite unfinished. These two windows are the only windows on the entire property, if you could call it that. And it's not even finished. Like, I forgot to put the wallpaper on this wall. I mean, let's fix that now. There we go. The foundation's not even done. Right, so this is the front of the house. We have a balcony here with no door leading out to it because I expect my Sims to just be able to walk through doors. Why not? There's also an obvious lack of landscaping because who needs plants? It's not like plants give us oxygen or anything, right? Going around to the back of the house, this is my lovely garden with no door leading out to it. I mean, I just expect my Sims to walk all the way around this glorified box just to do some exercise. This bonfire is only here because I was trying to look for the pit to make that pork for the odd jobs, and I never found it in the end, so I decided to keep that because, as you can tell, my garden's pretty lackluster. Does need a pool or something. I'm a bit scared to show you the inside, but let's dive right in. So again, I've got some unfinished walls here. It's not even just in the hallway. I think inside here it's unfinished as well. I think you'll notice how much empty space there is here. This room is still a work in progress because I was going to have another kid. For some reason, when I play Sims, I always go for the bigger plots because I want a big house, and then most of it ends up being empty anyway, so there's really no point to it. Look at the size of that master bedroom. It is huge. I haven't even got a computer in there yet. If I bring the walls up, see, so those windows, I thought, yeah, curtains, that's cool, and like I showed you earlier, there is no other windows in here. It's lit up by artificial lighting. Woo! There are no paintings or plants on the upstairs. Oh, actually, there is a plant in the bathroom. There we go. I was actually proud of this bathroom when I did it. The counters are quite cute. They look like a heart. And I think I even put in a toilet roll on the wall. Yes, nailed it. But yeah, as you can tell, everything else is just too big. The child's bedroom, for some reason, still has a toddler's bed in it, even though he is no longer a toddler. And this library/study area is just... I have no words for it. Why did I decorate it like that? That does need an improvement. So once we go downstairs, we have, guess what? More empty space, yes! So there are some things on the walls in this room. I mean, these three rooms I just took straight off the gallery. So the bathroom, the children's playroom, and the dining room. And the other stuff I did myself, and to be fair, that's not a lot. So, yeah, lots of empty space. I think I've got a few photos on here from my Sims on the wall. And the kitchen, I didn't think I did too badly. I was actually quite proud of it. It's probably the most decorated I've ever done any of my builds. But there is quite an obvious gap here. I'm not quite sure what was meant to be there. I think it was probably another counter. Let me just... Yeah, there we go. I also need to put some more appliances in there. But yeah, so from that you can see what a terrible builder I am. But that will all change. So I am hoping to do a lot more challenges. For a start, I need to improve my shell making skills, so I'll be doing some of those. But I thought I'd start off small. So on the Sims forums, I stumbled across a 1 room, 1 week, 1 theme challenge where every week there's a different theme and you have to build a room. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. So this challenge I did was just before the eco lifestyle, or is eco living? I can never get it right. Before the expansion pack came out. So the challenge was to build a bedroom or a bathroom in the eco lifestyle/living style. Because I did it before the expansion pack came out, it's more of a eco-style bedroom in terms of aesthetics. It doesn't actually use any of the items from the pack, but here's the video and I hope you enjoy it. I think it is a lot better than anything I have ever done in the past, as you can see. But fingers crossed, I'm sure I will get there one day. Insert smooth transition here. So here we are with my eco lifestyle build challenge. So for this one I decided to do a bedroom. Also, first off, apologies for the music. I sped the video out because I figured you guys wouldn't want to be watching 15 minutes of me building a single room, and the music actually sounds pretty cool, which is why I decided to keep it in. So this is one of the first build challenges I've actually done where I'm actively trying to improve my skills, and I found it quite fun. Like I just said, I did this before the expansion pack came out, so it's more of a nature style room than using any of the items from the new pack, and I found it really fun. I also did this room before I realised you could actually rotate around the floors and stuff, and before I realised that move objects and using the alt key are a thing, so I do that in some of my newer builds. Like I said, this is quite a fun build to do. I got quite lucky with that light. I think it's in the festive pack. It's so cute with the little flowers on. In hindsight, I wouldn't have done the entire room in that wallpaper. I probably would have just done a feature wall, but you know, hindsight's a great thing. I was still pretty proud of what I did. I spent ages trying to find the right windows for this room and get it the right size, as you can see. And I don't usually use curtains, so this was a first for me. It took me a while again to find the right ones to use, and in the end I don't even think I put them on all the windows, but they were quite cute. So I have done another challenge since. It took me a bit longer to do because there was a lot of fiddling about, pushing the wrong buttons and accidentally closing the Sims window and things like that going on. In this build, I think I actually used quite a lot of stuff from Island Living because it is very naturistic, and I really liked that little canopy bed they had. So I went for the darker green just because I think it fitted the wallpaper more well, and had a bit of issues choosing the rugs to use. Like I said earlier, I hadn't learned that move objects was a thing, but I did know about the sizing up, which is a pretty cool feature, so I think I tried to use it on one of these rugs. The swatches were a bit difficult. I didn't realise how bad the swatches can be, but that's one thing I've learnt very quickly. It wasn't too bad, it sort of went with the room. And then I had to put the light back where it belonged. It was getting in the way when I was doing the bed and stuff. There were so many end tables to choose from, and in the end I went for a rounder one because safety first. I can't tell you how many times I walked into the edge of a table and it has really hurt. I was going to use this flower lamp, but in the end I ended up choosing this other lamp from Outdoor Retreat, which looks like it's on a log, and it really went with the woodsy vibe of this room. Luckily there's a lot of brown items in the game to use. So while I was building this room, I decided not to give her a TV or a computer to stick with the Eco Warrior vibe. Instead, I gave her a bookshelf because who doesn't like to read, and a little bonsai tree there for her to shape out because, you know, what's more nature-y than a bonsai tree? And I got all the plants out. There were also quite a few cute candles. I did have a bit of trouble finding them in the game because when you search candles, only one of them comes up. I think they're under miscellaneous lighting or something. But I found this really cute candle which is sat in some logs, which was really awesome. So I did find what I thought was this big flowery rug to use, but when I actually placed it in the world I realised that it doesn't really go with the room because it's so bright and so colourful, and I was trying to stick with the more brown and green vibe. So I did look for some paintings to put on the walls, and I didn't realise how big the selection actually is because, as you saw earlier, I don't usually use them. I found this cute painting of some sunflowers to use, but I think in the end I swapped it out for a landscape instead. This mirror would have been cute, but I kind of wanted it opposite the door so the sim could look at them while they walked in. I don't know why. So I just kept the little one. And I think here I was looking for those candles which I just mentioned. The ones which looked like they were in a log, but they were so hard to find. Sims does have a good way of hiding things away. But there I found it under the miscellaneous lighting, which I thought was really cute. And as I said earlier, I was popping in some bookshelves so that she could sit and have a read. I decided to make them the same colour as the panelling rather than wooden. And she needed a little torch. I went for the box shaped wall light in the end because I think it kind of reminded me of those bug catching lanterns that you'd get, which is why I chose it. There were quite a few nice chairs to choose from, but I think in the end I went for this one, which kind of reminded me a bit of a coconut shell. Once I put the chairs down, I realised how big of a gap there actually was, going back to my original issue of making rooms too big, so instead I decided to put down a divider, which I got from the outdoor retreat pack, and I thought it went really well with the woodsy theme of the room. And then here I decided to go back to decorations. Like I said before, I was just overwhelmed with the amount of choice there is in terms of paintings and posters. I swapped out the sunflower painting for a landscape one for some reason, I can't quite remember why. And I also popped this box of flowers on the wall, which I'm pretty sure is meant for outside, but it looked pretty decent inside as well. Why is there so much choice? It's so hard to find specific items you need. And there we have it, my eco lifestyle type bedroom. Be sure to give me a like or maybe even subscribe to see more of these in the future, and drop a comment down below with any suggestions or feedback. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! Oh, sorry, that was my microphone falling over. Bye!